Yeah, Nominon's sort of been keeping... I wouldn't say he's been keeping away, but you guys have been so busy that you haven't really gone to see him in a while. She just sort of... She smiles and says, well, it's good to know that there are at least some competent people within this city. Nominon was getting distressed that we would actually have to fend off some sort of attack on the anniversary.
Oh, still his bitch?
Not his bitch, mind you. I would say that we are very close before she simply rides off past you.
Oh,
Can I do a perception check on her hand?
Actually,
You know, he's over the whole evil thing now. Cunt.
Talia.
Enough, Talia.
There's a time and place for
I would like to.
everything.
Like I said, can I do a perception check on her hands?
I would. She's riding.
Yeah, she's sort of like right past us.
Yeah, she just sort of rides past you without giving you a second glance. However, the final group that comes in is the one that's getting the most stares. There are only two of them, one of which is a hooded figure. The other is a all too familiar one. Standing at 9 feet tall. Yes, 9 feet tall. And I just realized that I have this thing over here. Is the red-plated figure you know as Crim Berserker.
You guys seem uncomfortable. What's going on?
He smiles at you all and with revealing massive that he's replaced his normal teeth with shark-like fangs. And he says,
Oh.
"It's been a
shark
few
teeth.
years."
Sharks are cool now.
He said, "He's been a few years. How did you enjoy your stay?"
I enjoyed the nap.
Food was good, but service was lousy.
I guess we have you to thank for that.
No, because I would have killed you and devoured your corpses. Amon's the one who wants you alive.
That sounds pleasant. Who are you?
Talia whispers.
Prim
Talia,
looks to you, and he suddenly breaks out a wider smile and says, "I recognize you. Your compatriots continue to scream."
oh shit.
Oh.
Talia kind of nudges Blackwood in the ribs and says, "Acolyte of Eric Bryn, don't piss him off."
For nothing.
Acolyte Airbridge, just ignore him.
Hey, you're calm.
Prim seems to just be absolutely enjoying your presence for the moment. However, his assistant next to him just sort of gives him a nudge, which causes him to look over and growl for a moment before he nods and just pushes through. You can see that the hooded figure pulls back their hood to reveal actually a very young, handsome man who has actually a small thing of feathers in his hair just for flair and, pomp and circumstance. And as Crim stalks past you, and Rogian, make a perception check as he walks past you.
Okay. Oh, 21.
You look back as he passes, and you see several black plates are actually added to his form.
I'd like to see if I can find some shadows to hide in, do a stealth check, and follow these fuckers around.
Alright. The young man before the group says, "Forgive my lord. He doesn't understand the meaning of tact yet. Or at all."
He never did.
At all.
We understood, youngster.
He just gives a bow and says, "It is good to see you. Even though Golgotha is a slightly different place, I would hope that we are treated with the same respect that you give for every ambassador who comes." And he gives a bow and passes through.
Oh, I only rolled a 22 for stealth.
Yeah.
Oh my.
You managed to sink into the shadows, but not really all that well.
Better than I can, full stop.
Yeah, I'm not gonna follow him. I don't feel like dying today.
Yeah, he's the guy that the entire party attacked at once and barely scratched.
Half.
And the reason we all like missed 5 years.
Indeed.
That's one.
Yeah.
Collect the whole set.
Yep.
Let's
So there you
not
have
worry
it.
about the whole set just yet.
So, onto the inn?
Indeed.
So,
We should look for this guy, shouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Need to keep his wits about us now in town.
I'm guessing Blackwood, you would rather keep a set on our friend.
I'd rather... No, I'm thinking we can find them. I'm not sure I know too many people with shark teeth in their heads.
Or made out of red metal.
Made out of red... I'm pretty sure he stands out. We could find him.
Let the guards keep an eye on him.
But what about these guys? These nondescript guys we got to find. Where we got to start looking for their shield emblems.
South of town is what they said.
They said south, so let's head south.
That's
Yeah.
indeed.
Alright,
Is there still a search check? I believe there is.
Is there a what?
A search check.
Streetwise?
Yeah, streetwise would be best.
I've got a pretty good streetwise. Ah, 24.
Mine's 5, but I could throw on Speak with Spirits.
Yeah, that'll do, 24, I think.
Actually, Blackwood looks around the city and is unable to find the trio with the particular shoulder or arm marks or armbands.
Would you like me to as well?
Yes,
May as
please.
well if you can find him. Yeah.
No, 25.
He got a crit though. It doesn't matter though. But
That's true, it did. Awesome.
Yep. Rogine immediately, as he walks around, sees three men with the armbands following a Weasley-looking person who seems to be constantly looking over his shoulder as he's trying to celebrate.
Okay, Rojin just kind of points at the obvious-looking guy.
He's right over here,
I point
in
over
front
there.
of one of the more minor inns that still has plenty of ale flowing.
Should we have my raven follow them?
I think we're going to go pay them a visit, personally.
Let me. Why don't you let me scout on ahead, and maybe I can report back to you. That way
That's a
we
good
don't.
idea. You
That
should
way
do
we don't walk into an ambush.
In the middle of the city, though? That'd be a little weird.
Look, no offense, but we've just been attacked by assassins. I'd say be a little cautious here.
That's true, they
touch.
kind of didn't care.
All right, I'm gonna try and sort of sneak my way into the inn and take a look around with a 26. Jesus, I'm rolling low.
Wait a minute.
You managed to sneak into the inn, and there are probably about 20 people in there partying hardy.
Are they just partying?
There's laughter, there's drinking, there's much womanizing going on, but it
Yeah, but
seems
these
like
assholes
everyone's
are listening to
distracted.
Journey, so they're all gonna die.
Well, I mean, is there any is there anyone that are just sitting around? They don't look like they sort of fit in with the party atmosphere.
There's the three guards seem to be getting into it from the around the guy, but the guy himself seems very nervous and distraught. And
All right, I'm gonna walk outside and I'm gonna tell them. Well, he's in there and he seems extremely nervous and he's not in the partying mood. So everyone else is having a party in there.
Are his guards preoccupied?
Jeez.
They seem to be.
Okay, then. So,
Is there any way we could possibly pull him away from the guards?
well, they're kind of preoccupied right now, so it would take...
Well, I mean, we could probably slide in there and have a conversation with him.
Yeah.
But he seems
Well,
pretty
let's
nervous,
not
so I wouldn't
all
be.
go, so that would be a little bit Well, the guy seems nervous already. 10 guys surrounding him would probably make him more nervous.
I would say the more charismatic of us would go in and chat with him.
So we're
Oh, no.
Dana. Hi.
I have no
Well,
skill in actual diplomacy and intimidate and stuff like that, so...
What is the problem, Talia?
What do you guys want me to even say?
I wouldn't even know what we'd say to him, just that we're looking for
He's
him.
supposed to have information about the assassins that broke into the castle. Just try to get that information out of him.
Can I go with him to make it more convincing? Because
I
I was
I am-
kind of the guy
I-
trying to
I-
be assassinated.
Alright, check your sheets. Does it have diplomacy or intimidate or bluff?
I've got bluff.
I
Oh,
got
I am
plus-
awesome at diplomacy. It's just
Then, yeah. Then
I'm
you
really,
are the person
really
to go to about this.
I've
really
intimidated. but
bad
not-
at role playing.
Deal with it.
I don't.
I have-
Should I go with you?
I completely
I can
lock
do
up.
it.
Okay, so me and Tally go in because I was a guy like people were trying to kill.
And
Wait,
Blackwood.
should I
Well,
go
then
in a
maybe you
bar?
should not
I'm gonna.
be
You
seen.
know what? I'm gonna go in too because I am interested in these assassins.
You know what?
Um,
Though, actually, Glenn should stay behind because if there's people out to kill him, maybe he shouldn't make himself like
I'm wearing a cloak
Okay,
over my
Tally
head
proof.
so people can't see me on my face. My face is hidden.
Rassalam. What's your charisma?
You know, instead of worrying about
My
numbers, I'm just
charisma
gonna go in
is-
and slide up next to him and
Yeah.
say, "Hey, you
I
recognize
wanna
me?"
go-
It's 14 and my diplomacy is 12 because it's trained.
Alright, hey.
All right, I'm going in.
Yes, Jason,
What's up?
you were saying.
Continue.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna slide up next to him and I'm gonna go, "Hey, how you doing?"
He jumps at your sudden appearance. Is like, I'm doing fine. Seems
Good.
to
Yeah, I
calm
guess
down
you
a little
recognize me. Or,
bit. A little bit. You're familiar from the guild within town.
and then you probably understand why I'm here.
A little bit. My memory's kind of hazy.
You have information about a certain guild, and I want it.
Well, maybe I do, and maybe I don't.
Maybe I've got poison in your food, and maybe I don't.
Tell me
Oh,
bring him outside
snap.
for 2 seconds and I'll take care of him real quick.
He nods suddenly, and it's like, I got plenty of information. The only issue is that it'll probably get me killed. So you're probably not getting any of it.
Oh dear, I was hoping you wouldn't say that. How much gold would it take to persuade you otherwise?
Enough to get me out of the city, out of the continent, and probably off this rock of a world.
Maybe we could discuss this in a more private setting. Your guards can come if you wish.
Sure. It sounds fine.
Alright, you have any idea of where, maybe you have a room or something we can discuss this in? Something where curious ears won't hear what they shouldn't?
Not a room, but I got a place. He nods to his guards who pull themselves away from drinks and harassing barmaids to follow him as he walks outside of the inn and starts tracking down a back alley.
Okay, I'm gonna signal to Talia and to, damn, I can't remember the other guy's name. Who was the other guy that wanted to come? Quick.
Glenn.
Glenn. I'm gonna signal to them to sort of follow me, and just those two, though. I don't want everyone else following me.
He slowly leads you around this area, keeps going for probably a few more minutes before he stops here.
Alrighty. So this is your place?
He nods and says, most people don't travel the back alleys all that much. Let me actually throw a pog down for the guards, just in case.
Is there a pog for the guy?
Is there any way I could follow them without, just blending into the crowd, but staying a good distance?
Dude. And there's the guard pog that I wanted to use.
We'll just assume there's... Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say, I hope you don't mind me bringing along a couple of compatriots. You having 3 guards and all, I'd prefer not getting slaughtered in a back alley.
He nods and says, one of them's Paladin of Palor. You should be fine.
Now,
Doesn't know me very well, does he?